Hey guys, what's going on? Ask Hatch Questions, episode 5. Great to have you guys here bright and early on a lovely Tuesday, December 9th. You guys can't tell, but it is still dark out. All right, so we got a couple of questions. First one, how should I decide what domain to pick? I think it's really important that whatever your topics of choice are going to be, or whatever your company name is you try and do something around that. So if your company is going to be called Hatch, try and buy Hatch.com. If Hatch.com isn't available, try and get something that still has Hatch and then maybe another word afterwards. In our case, Hatch.com wasn't available. Hatch.co wasn't available. We could have purchased them for a large amount of money, but that was something that we weren't interested in, so we just decided to take the city that we were in and use that as the name that we bought. So if you're going to write a book, and it's how to heal sitting pain, maybe you should buy howtohealsittingpain.com. It also helps from the search engines when what your book title is that those are what people are already searching for, so it kind of helps you out in that piece. So it's the holiday time of year, and a lot of people want to know whether or not they should or should not have a holiday discount. This is really up to you. Are you guys willing to try and increase sales where before you might not have gotten them? And if that discount is something that you believe people would be willing to now buy where before they wouldn't, then go for it. I think that a way to do this is you bundle it in a way that it's an end of the year promotion, so that maybe you're not losing as much money. So maybe if you have a year long piece, try and add the month of December in for free. You're probably not going to lose that much money for the remaining 21 days of the year if you can get that person to purchase today or on the ongoing weeks. Try and make it something that people are willing to purchase, but try and bundle it so you're not losing too much money on that. How do I promote a non-retail business during the holiday season? So I believe this question is more about, I have maybe an online service. People are more worried about getting Christmas gifts or holiday gifts for their families and friends. How can I get someone to make a business purchase or purchase non-retail during the holiday season? Great question. And kind of the same way before. Maybe there's a way that you can bundle these things into a holiday discount. What we've seen is that with the holidays, you just have to have the pricing right. And so this past week, we changed our pricing just a little bit on some of our items, and people were saying, that price was exactly what we wanted. We've also seen people that say, look, I'm buying for 3 kids, I'm buying for my daughter, my son, my family, whatever that may be. So that extra income that I did have, that I could have purchased those items, I don't have that right now. So what you want to do is really have things in place to try and grab their attention for December 26th and on, so that when they do have kind of that additional income available, or when they do have that money available, that you can grab them at a later time. Don't leave them. Just realize that right now it's a very odd time of year. These 35 or so days can be very difficult from a sales process, because you're not necessarily not getting the right information. These individuals or these businesses are it's the end of the year and they're not trying to spend all their money. Now, with that being said, some businesses are trying to spend more money at the end of the year, so you want to make sure you stay on top of that, because they are trying to get their expenses out at the end of the year for tax reasons. What else? How many times should I email someone until they respond? Well, if it's a cold email, maybe twice. Maybe you try and get them a different way. Try and find them on a different channel. Maybe you reach out to them on LinkedIn and say, so you email them first, say, hey, I'm interested in meeting with you. And then on LinkedIn, you could follow up a few days later and say, hey, just wanted to make sure you got my message. Would love to meet with you. And then maybe one other follow-up email. If people aren't responding, they probably aren't interested. So, maybe 2.5 to 3 times is the max that I would give them. If it's someone that you have done business with, or that you want to do business with, that you've had a relationship with, and they're just not responding, I would keep following up several times. But if it's in kind of that cold or warm kind of sales lead, maybe it's an introduction, if they don't respond, they don't respond. Don't give it too many times. Don't spend too much time if someone isn't willing to respond back. And last question, How do I find what to write about in a blog post? Great question. What I like to do is a couple of things. So post something on Facebook or social media and ask that specific question about something that you think you want to learn about. So, what do you want to learn more about? That's a great one to do. You could also just start searching Google how to whatever, so how to build an email list and see what comes up there, and then start writing posts about what are those things that come up. Those are two easy ways to do it. You could also go to Quora and see what people are looking for questions about, and then you can find that information and then compile it into a blog post altogether. So altogether, great questions today. Ask Hatch questions. If you guys have questions, as always, head on over to the page and simply comment or email us at zach@hatchnorfolk.com. Thanks a bunch, and we will see you soon.